Like, it took y'all 10 years to figure out there was actually a fraud going on for child care. Hey, what's good, YouTube? What's good, Westy Gang? What's good, potentials? How y'all doing? Hope y'all been sneaking and creeping, staying healthy and wealthy, having motion and flow like the ocean. Hey, this is not a reaction video, but it's kind of like a reaction video. But today, how the title of the video says, why is the FBI not investigating this? And now y'all pretty much want to know what I'm talking about. The Minnesota daycare, the fraud that's going on, bro. People were donating to these. Like, here's what I heard about this story. Another YouTuber has done this already. He has already done the investigation and everything. People already heard the story and stuff. But my concern is, why is the FBI not getting into this? Bro, if you was to do some scamming right now, the FBI would catch you, would throw you in jail. If you was to do some human trafficking, the FBI would throw you in jail. If you was to do some Epstein stuff, which I hope some of y'all ain't doing out here, because I'm not doing that out here. Hell no. The FBI would throw you in jail. If you was to do some tax fraud stuff, the FBI would throw you in jail. What can you not do out here to try to get rich or try to do some pleasurable stuff for your own benefits or for your family benefits that the FBI would not get you on? But like I am about to tell y'all right here, I guess the Minnesota daycare was taking $4 million from taxpayers funding a no kids and a misspelled sign that goes viral exposing allegedly fraud. I just basically picked out the words and did some digging. I got 4 lines right here that we need to do before we crack down what is going on and why they have not done an investigation. Why are they not investigating this? Someone else do tax fraud, bruh. Hush Puppy did some scamming, and you know what the FBI told Hush Puppy? If you never posted it on Instagram or social media, we wouldn't come for you. These people were pretty smart, but I don't know how they got cracked down. So we're going to get into it. Here's the thing. Hold up. On a typical weekend, child care centers are anything but quiet. That is true. As they are oftentimes filled with crying toddlers, sing-along story time, and constant motion. That's why a newly viral 42-minute video circling on X, aka I was about to say Twitch, Twitter, is raising eyebrows. In the video, influencer Nick, I hope I don't say this wrong, YouTuber, Nick Shirley, I hope I said your name right, I'm sorry, allegedly, hold on. Hey, laugh at me if I can't say this. I'm supposed to know how to say this. Allegedly's, man, I'm a butcher this. Let me just keep going. That millions in state and federal child care funds have been paid in facilities that appear inactive or unoccupied. Shirley estimates the funding at more than 10, bruh. Why did I not see that one in front of the 10, bro? Come on. 110 million, and alongside state lawmakers is calling on Tim Waltz to explain a recent report involving an allegedly fake daycare that reportedly receive 4 million in public funds. Bro, people are calling this the new PPP loan to get rich off. So you decide to play on kids getting the type of care that they need while their parents are working hard out there to fund for their life, and people are throwing donations so that you can raise the building up so parents can go and work they A off so that their kids can get taken care of while they're working their A off for their kids to come back and actually be fed. And you're taking money for this? This is the most biggest fraud of all. Like, bro, I could go to a washing machine but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same as a washing machine. Like, no, I could go to a pet care center, right? Build a pet care center and say, donate to my pet care center. We take care of cats, dogs, hamsters, rats, mouse, what's it called? Mice, actually. Mice, rats, dogs, cats, hamsters, birds, and have no intellectual needs or have anything doing with those animals and receiving donations. That's the new PPP loan that they're talking about. That's going on. And these people was running it for like, how long were they running it for? FBI, if y'all need to hire me to do y'all work, I'll do your work. But don't hire me and say, yeah, you work with the FBI. Because I want no business with the feds. Clearly, I don't. The claims land amid raising child care costs in Minnesota. Ooh, boy. Ooh. See, now this is why I said this needs to be sabotaged. Because not only are you affecting the parents that need to take their kids to a child care while they go and work their A off so that they can take care of their family while their child is in a place where they cannot be around them because they got to go to work. Now you're affecting the living cost and the cost for other child cares that are actually doing the work. Y'all was pretending. And then y'all all spelled learning wrong. You didn't have no N in it. You had a LEARING. So you're luring people's money to the center, but not actually giving kids the opportunity to actually learn at the center, to be at the center. Where the money's going? Into y'all pockets? FBI, I'm calling on y'all. Why y'all not investigating? You lock up scammers. You lock up human traffickers. Which I'm not saying don't do it, because that's bad. That is bad. That is bad, yes. But I'm saying y'all not looking deep enough. Even the kids that is going missing. Huh? Wait, what? How many kids be going missing a year? Huh? A year. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Because the FBI don't really, they know this, but they don't want the rest of the people to know. Hold up now. Wait a minute. How many kids go missing a year? See, it's a question. About 460,000 reported per year. This is happening per year. Bruh. And y'all can't crack down on this? What's going on? What is truly... Bruh, look at this. Claims land amid raising child care costs in Minnesota, where center-based care averages roughly $20,000 a year for an infant or more than $15,000 for a 4-year-old, according to child care marketplace tutorists. Bro, imagine if I'm paying $10 an hour for you to watch my kid and another center is raising their cost up because you're running a fraud child care center. And they raise it up to 20 or to 30. infant costs like $20,000. Imagine if I have a 1-year-old. I gotta pay $50 an hour. I can't even pay my mortgage. I can't even pay my rent. I can't even pay my phone bill. I gotta go to my child to be taken care in a child care center. Because you're not running a real operation. You're running a fraud. And the FBI don't want to do nothing about it. Hold on. It took a YouTuber. Hold up. Look at this.
And tonight we're learning that the Minnesota GOP worked with YouTuber Nick Shirley on that video now in studio. And so, Young, you stopped by several daycare centers mentioned in that video to get their side of the story. And what were you told?
Yeah, we were at 2 of the child care businesses in Minneapolis that were featured in the video. We were invited into one of them, and the owners say they feel targeted and maintain they did nothing wrong.
This is suite A, and that is suite B. So that's the difference. They open 2 p.m. So when Nick Shirley was here, it was before that. He came like around before the operation starts.
On Nicollet Avenue in Minneapolis, we spoke with the owner of Albee Kitchen, and the building Quality Learning Center is in. She says she's been receiving a lot of calls and visitors asking about the child care provider next door to her kitchen. It's one of the daycare businesses featured in a viral video accusing them of fraud. The center's sign on the building has been getting a lot of attention for a misspelling, and as you can see, that has since been updated. The commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Children, Youth, and Families responded to the video Monday, saying there were children present at the sites when they were visited. State officials say the center had reported they would be closing.
Hey, they started bringing kids because they started getting cracked down. They needed evidence. That's why they started getting kids, because they were getting cracked down.
Last week, but officials learned Monday they have decided to remain open. We looked up their licensing status with the state, and it's listed as being active. Our crews did see children going in and out of the building Tuesday. A parent says she's been a customer for several months.
It's a lot of daycare, but this is the closest one that we know. It's good as the way they take care of the kids. I like it.
Over on 24th Avenue South, ABC Learning was another provider featured in the video. It was filled with children Tuesday. The owner got emotional while defending her business.
If I do something wrong, hold me accountable. I'm a human being, I can take my problem. But don't blame me something I have nothing to do with.
This center was open 5.5 years.
Hold up. Because we're not done. How y'all open at 2 p.m.? Wait a minute. This is a question we gotta ask ourselves. Hold on. How do y'all open at 2 p.m.? That's my question. What are y'all doing from 7 or 6 in the morning all the way to 2 p.m.? Adults need to go to work from maybe 5 or 6 a.m. before they gotta clock in at 7 or sometimes 6 a.m. And if they got kids to put in a child care, how would they be able to do all that? How would they be able to do all that if y'all open at 2 p.m.? I'm just asking questions for a fellow parent that may be questioning in Minnesota which child care is right for my kid. I'm just asking. Because y'all talking about you open at 2 p.m. What child care? Anybody please out here, please do not defend these people. What child care do you know opens at 2 p.m.? And if there is some out here and they're running right and perfectly, please challenge me and tell me they're running correctly. Starting at 1 or 2 p.m. They're running. And they're out here. And they're running correctly with no fraud. Please tell me. Because this right here is very questionable. If it was not to the point that, because YouTubers, streamers, bloggers, I know it's the same thing. We're not going to waste our time, especially investigators, waste our time to actually go and looking for something that's not feasible. That's not reliable to be questioned. We're not wasting our time. So if this is really a daycare center for kids, a care center for kids, and it's running in motion, why did it take a YouTuber in the news to come and investigate it to know if it's really true? Now there's papers that y'all are running some fraud, so we want to know what's going on.
This center never had problem. I mean,
And people at Quality Learning Center didn't want to provide a comment on camera, and the state says they currently have 55 open investigations related to the Child Care Assistance Program. In the studio, So Young Kim.
Finally, you have 55 opening. You got 55 opening, and let me tell y'all right now, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because, like, let me tell you right now, they probably not investigating. They probably just talking. My homie told me, right, the same one that told me that he told his homie, what's it called, that he tried to tell him about his girl, was getting F tonight. He told me about the situation about the child daycare fraud. I paid a little bit note to it because I was like, why he telling me this? Like, first I just didn't like pay no mind, but then when he said that there was no kids in it and they were getting money from no kids in it, I said, wait, what? I said, wait, hold on. Tell me the story again. He said, yeah, bro, like, they have a daycare where there's no kids in that daycare and they're funding off of it, getting millions. And I was like, what? To my surprise, I was like, man, what? Like, where is this? Like, I never heard that type of nonsense. Even on it, bro, I don't know if this is the Instagram where I caught the thing where somebody said it's the new PPP loan. Nah, bro, I think I know who said that. Hold on, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. If everybody know, very scam likely. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Hold on. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Where he said this at? Cause I know he said the PP loan. Bro, what the hell? Bro, it's like when this bro posts, it's like I can't catch the glimpse. I don't know why, bro. You fighting YK Cyrus? That's crazy. Bro, where is the damn, wait, hold on, man. Wait a minute, bro. Why you look like you lost your dog, my boy? Nah. I'm gonna leave that alone, bro. Where this PP loan thing you was talking about, bro? Don't tell me you took it down. Oh man, he might have taken it down, bro. I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he takes it down. Hold on. It might be here. Yes, sir. Hold up, right here.
On the new PPP loan.
No. Go back.
Goatee
Now,
blindness is definitely a real thing.
now talk about it.
Hey, these Somalians might have just found the new PPP loan. So they are going viral in Minnesota for opening daycares, having no kids in them, and taking the money from the government funding. And this is how they got caught. They spelled learning wrong and people realized it. My friend tried to sign up and they was not having it.
This private property?
Yeah, that's not residential.
Hey,
Let me put you
I'm
on
sorry for
fake
even
mind
doing that.
tormented.
I'm sorry for doing that.
Hey, these Somalians.
When someone's about to get caught, they start switching up. Bro, you not seen when they put the paper that was on top of the thing and put learning right. Put learning right with the N in the middle of R and I. Put the N in there. They put the paper up and said, "Oh, we have it in right, correct." Bro, they was running and doing their funding and acting like they're not gonna get caught with the funding. Till somebody really came in and said, oh yeah, they're doing something funny. Go check it out. They go and check it out. Now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. But you was running it for years and it wasn't a problem. Yeah. Open cases. Open cases. Hold on, my love. Hold on, my love. You looking good, but hold on. Hey, hold up for a minute.
We believe the state of Minnesota.
Wait a minute.
There are major developments in Minnesota's fraud crisis.
Is there?
Specifically related to child care. Here's the latest.
We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human
You said the
Services.
past decade? So y'all been letting this go for a decade? Yo, what? For a decade? Bruh, and nothing made y'all question till now? Oh yeah. Y'all that is running investigations around there need to be fired after the investigation's over with. Need to be fired. Don't be trying to, my bad, Mike. Don't be trying to be like, oh yeah, we made a successful investigation. They was wrong. We shut them down. No, y'all need to be fired for even wasting time to do an investigation because you knew. And the fact that you knew and it took y'all 10 years, that's a decade, right? 10 years? I hope I'm not lying out here now. I ain't lying out here. Hold up. Hold on. Oh, I ain't lying. How many years is a decade? All right. We gotta be clear. 10. Okay. Yeah. I knew my times. 24, 12, 60, 30. Yeah, I knew my times. 10 years for y'all to crack down on this. Why? That's my question. Why? Took about 55 cases open against the child care. But it took y'all 10 years? Till now?
Says it's freezing child care funds for Minnesota after a YouTuber claimed to uncover fraudulent centers in a viral video. The state gets about $185 million in federal funds each year. The HHS Deputy Secretary says he's demanded Minnesota Governor Tim Walz audit those centers featured in the video. The governor responded on X, saying this is Trump's long game. We've spent years cracking down on fraudsters. It's a serious issue, but this has been his plan all along. He's politicizing the issue to defund programs.
Brother. You know, man, I got my own opinion about Trump and everything, but Trump is the president of the United States. You're the governor of Minnesota. How the hell did you not know that this was going on during your time period before Trump even got into elected? I'm not saying I'm defending Trump. I'm just saying you're the governor. You want to start saying, oh, but Trump has been cracking down. No, brother. Even if Trump is cracking down, I'm going to put you 100% for blame. Because you're the governor. I don't know how many years of terms that you've been running on, but if it was before Trump even got into office, I'm still blaming you. I'm still blaming you because you're the governor. Why did it take until 2026 when there was 2025 for you to find out? You're the governor of the state. You should know this. Talking about Trump is cracking it down. No, bro. 100% it's your fault, bro. You are the governor of Minnesota. And now it's the time you want to crack down because a YouTuber decided to crack down on the case that you couldn't crack down? You riding around with the police every single day talking about laws and crime and safety, but you couldn't even see what was taken from other families for kids? Huh? What you talking about, bro? You should be saying my condolences to all this fraud that's going on. We're going to really crack down on this issue and we're going to get right straight to it. Instead of talking about this is Trump's long game. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Not defending Trump. I'm saying you. Huh?
That help Minnesotans. Some of the featured child care centers are firing back. This one says footage from their security camera proves kids were present when the YouTuber stopped by. Our Connor White went there to take a closer look. All new at 10.
You want to make ready for kindergarten.
This is ABC Learning Center in Minneapolis.
They have to learn ABC and numbers.
Director Ahmed Hassan gave WCCO a tour after finding his daycare in the national spotlight.
All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center.
In a now viral video, right-wing YouTuber Nick Shirley claims nearly a dozen daycare centers in Minnesota are taking public funds but not providing a service. He says ABC Learning Center is one of them, knocking on the door in mid-December.
I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Hassan says his employee didn't respond because Shirley was in a group of about 8 people, and his staff were concerned about recent ICE activity. Is this daycare committing fraud?
No, we're not committing fraud.
Hassan showed us security footage from the same day Shirley was here. According to the timestamps in the videos, this woman takes a young child into the center at around 9 a.m. that day, about 3 hours before Shirley arrives at the door closer to the street. Within the hour after Shirley leaves, a woman arrives at the other door with a stroller. A larger family heads inside a few hours later. Tuesday afternoon, WCCO found at least a dozen children at ABC Learning Center, which is licensed with the state. Records show Minnesota officials last visited the daycare in November, noting some corrected and ongoing violations related to day-to-day operations, but no record of fraud.
What did I do? I'm just a typical human being who wants to live and do the right thing. I have kids to feed.
Hassan, the daycare's current owner, believes these latest fraud accusations are political. Both she and Hassan are Somali Americans.
We pay our taxes. We do whatever we can to be a law-abiding citizen. At the same time, when one Somali does something wrong, we all get collective punishment.
With Shirley's video now approaching 2.3 million views on YouTube alone, they say they are getting non-stop phone calls harassing them.
I was looking for a place for my granddaughter.
With many of those calls attached to out-of-state phone numbers.
They normally say, knock, knock, we're gonna come, we're gonna arrest, something like that.
Hassan says they...
Damn, bro. I mean, I would understand in-state, but out-of-state, people, please. We are civilized people. Why are you calling from all the way from Indiana all the way to Minnesota? Bro, please. Bro, this is not a joke. What, we joking now, bro? People's money's getting lost. They took $4 million out here now. That's not money that you just come by easy. $4 million. We got people homeless in the homeless shelter looking for each dollar they can just get, my boy. And y'all calling out from another state to say, knock, knock, we gonna come and arrest y'all? This ain't no joke. What is, like, bruh. Oh my gosh, man. I sometimes just question if some folks just feel like life is a game. I treat life like a game, but to a certain point to make it be serious. Like, I'm playing on serious mode while I'm playing the game. I'm not playing the game on, oh, everything's gonna be all right. We're not gonna have to do all that. Bro, come on, bro. Knock, knock, we gonna come and arrest you? From another state? Come. What? Why? Hold up now.
Turned over attendance records to comply with the Department of Homeland Security request. They're now waiting to hear back. CBS News is reviewing records related to the same daycares. All but 2 have active licenses. And Aaron, while the active places have violations related to safety or staff training, there's no recorded evidence of fraud specifically.
Okay, interesting. Connor, thank you so much. Well, another facility...
Hey, so you telling me the YouTuber was lying and by this name, luring? Hey, they should have called, we're luring your money to the center. Like, look, you telling me he was lying? He tried to knock to say we want to register kids. You know the first question they had on the download below for the CC for the CC, what is called what is this thing called you all know what I mean. What's being played right here for the it's not called the comic section. It's I don't remember what it's called. But they first said why. Is that a child care center that I want to take my kid to register inside the center is going to ask me why? They should have been like, oh, please come in, please. We'll accept your child. What is their name? When's their birthday? They're asking why. Huh? because they were afraid that they saw 8 people and they were like, oh, that must be ICE. If you ain't got no ICE individuals or what's it called? People that may be afraid of ICE, then you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried. And you a child care. Like, why would you think ICE people are coming for kids, bro? They don't want to do that. They'll go to the parents first. They don't want to come for the kid. Like, bro, if I was an ICE agent that came to come pick up a person's kid, I'll be fired. Because what the hell am I doing coming to come pick up a person's kid? I first have to go to the parent and ask them, hey, do you have kids? We have to take you back to your country and take your kid back to the country. Why would I come for your kid, bro? Like, you gotta think. Like, why would I come for your kid? I'll be fired. If I seen an ICE agent come for somebody's kid, I'll go off. I'll be like, you didn't go to the parents, you went to the kid? Are you weak? Like, bruh. For real. I'm not saying like the kid's gonna fight them or they're gonna fight the kid. No. Or they're gonna fight the parent. But I'm saying, like, why think it's ICE when they told you they're trying to register their kid? I'm just asking questions for a concerning parent.
Highlighted in the YouTube video was Quality Learning Center. The people operating it would not speak with us, but we did talk to a mother dropping off her kids.
I take my kids here, 2 o'clock to 10. Yeah, there's a lot of kids inside.
We spoke with another woman who says she owns the building that houses the daycare. She says they've been operating there since 2017. New tonight, this child care facility says it's dealing with the fallout of fraud allegations. The Nokomis Daycare Center in Minneapolis says vandals did extensive damage there overnight. They believe divisive and hateful rhetoric toward the Somali community is to blame. We expect to learn some.
Well, damn, bro. I'm telling you, bro. A whole lot of things be going down, but I didn't think it was gonna be doing all that. I was like, wait, hold up. What? Wait a minute now. I know. Here's the thing. You know. Oh, this is a must read. No. But hey, potentials. If you're new, subscribe. WESTI Gang of Potentials. Like the video. Comment down below of what you think about this whole fraud and why the FBI hasn't handled it yet. Because there's so many questions. Minnesota's government want to blame Trump. Doesn't want to take the full blame. You got people out here trying to do investigations that the FBI and the cops ain't doing that they're claiming that they're doing. But it took them 10 years to find out. Yeah, okay. Like, it took y'all 10 years to figure out there was actually a fraud going on for child care. Yeah, let me say that again. It took y'all 10 years to figure out there was some child care fraud going on in your state. Because the governor wants to go and blame the president when he didn't watch for his own cowardly self. But hey, here's the thing. Beside all that, right? The governor wants to put a blame on something that's dumb. This is just not it, bro. You got a leak in your house. You don't blame your dog or your 2-year-old son or daughter. Hey, they caused the leak. When it could have been a fractured bump to the old owner that did not take care of that leak. You don't blame them. That's on you to not doing the information about the house, not doing the information on the pipes in the house. That's for you and the plumber to fix, not your kids or your dog. I'm just saying, Minnesota governor. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, this has been another sneaky video. I'll see y'all in the next sneaky video. It's your boy Sneakywesti or Sneakywesti, however you want to say it. We both appreciate it. yeah, we both appreciate it because it's still the same dude. So we might as well both appreciate it. I mean, shoot, might as well, So, I'll see y'all in the next sneaky videos. And hope y'all having a great day, good night, good afternoon, whatever region of the earth you're on. And I'll see y'all later. See y'all later. See y'all later. Watch out for these child cares that be running fraud. See y'all later. See y'all later. Watch out for these child cares that be running fraud.
Turn your bitch up, dog.